Imagine opening the office fridge, and once again, your lunch is gone. No note. No apology. Just an empty box. Now imagine it keeps happening, and you know exactly who's behind it. That was my life. Until one day, I served him something unforgettable. If you've ever had your food stolen at work or dealt with someone who thought they were untouchable, this story is for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for a revenge tale that's gross, hilarious, and deeply satisfying. This happened about 10 years ago, when I had just started a new job in a mid-sized corporate office. I was still settling in, getting to know the team, figuring out the unspoken rules, including the politics of the shared refrigerator. At first, I thought I was imagining it. But then it became obvious. My lunch, the one I'd carefully prepped the night before, kept disappearing. Not once. Not twice. At least twice a week.
What was worse, whoever was doing it wasn't even taking the whole container. They would scoop out most of the food, put the lid back on, and leave me a nearly empty box. Mocking me, I felt powerless, embarrassed, like I was being deliberately targeted. I started asking around. Discreetly, that's when the whispers started. Oh, that? Yeah, it's probably him. Turns out there was a guy in the office. You know the type? Loud, arrogant, always bragging, always condescending, especially to women. Let's call him Rick. Rick had a reputation. And apparently, stealing people's lunches been doing it for years. Just one of his favorite games. One coworker told me, management knows. They just don't want the drama. So Rick kept getting away with it, and people just adapted or gave up. But not me. See, I'm a petty person, and I had time. I started bringing decoy lunches. Every day, I put a plastic container of something in the fridge. Spaghetti, stir-fry, meatloaf. Something hearty. Something tempting. But I wouldn't eat that. Instead, I ate a sandwich from my desk or went out. And every day, sure enough, the container came back mostly empty. That man was dining on what he thought was my lunch, with no idea that he was walking into my trap. 2 weeks in, I made my move. At lunch, I started talking loudly about this new wellness trend I had discovered. It's all about reclaiming your nutrients, I said to the room. You know, collecting your menstrual blood and using it in your meals. I held my phone up and showed a video, a fake, pre-recorded clip I'd made using tomato paste and food coloring. It showed a hand pouring a dark red liquid into a pot of stew. Rick turned green. I even said, it's not for everyone, but I've been adding it to my lunches for balance, hormones, gut health. People stared. No one said anything. But Rick, he stopped chewing. The next day, I brought in another decoy lunch. Stew. It disappeared. The next day, chicken curry. Gone. Each time, I added a little handwritten label on the lid. Cycle-boosting meal, do not touch. Hormone soup, private use only. People started giving me space in the lunchroom. Rick, he started sweating. By the end of the week, he took a sick day. Now, for the record, I never actually used anything gross in those meals. No bodily fluids. Nothing dangerous. But it is possible that in one of the dishes, I added a little something extra. Crushed flakes of dry skin for my heels. Was that petty? Maybe. But poetic? Absolutely. Rick was gone for an entire week. When he returned, he avoided the fridge like it was radioactive. He started bringing packaged food from home. Microwave meals, crackers, protein shakes. And he never touched anyone's lunch again. And just like that, the fridge was ours again. For the first time since I started, people smiled when they opened it. No missing meals. No empty boxes. Just peace. My favorite part? Rick never got to be the victim. He couldn't complain to HR. What would he say? She tricked me into eating her menstrual soup. He couldn't admit he'd been stealing food. Without outing himself completely. I didn't just get even. I won. Silently. Brilliantly. Bloodlessly. Sort of. If this story made you laugh, cringe, or cheer, smash that like button. Comment below. What would you have done if someone kept stealing your lunch? And don't forget to subscribe for more real Reddit stories where justice is served cold or maybe microwaved.